Hi students, today we are going to learn about the new chapter, arithmetic progression. So to know about the arithmetic progression, let me start with the sequence. A set of number arranged in some definite order is a sequence. Next, the progression. The sequence that follows a certain pattern is called progression. The sequence that follows certain pattern. Sequence is a number arranged in some definite order. If that number follows some certain patterns, then it is called a progression. The patterns you have seen more, whether it is increasing or decreasing or repeating the same. So like that patterns. So arithmetic progression is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed term to the preceding term except the first term. So except the first term, we are adding a fixed number to the preceding term. So if we consider the 3 as the first term, so let me add a 2 to the 3. So next will become a 5, 7 and goes on. So here I am adding a fixed number 2 to the preceding term. Except the 1, the 5 I am adding a 2 and the 7 I am adding a 2. So like that if it goes on, then this pattern is called as a arithmetic progression. Even I can try with the number 0 also. 1. We are adding a 0 to 1, again 1, adding 0 to 1, again 1, adding 0 to 1, again 1, it goes on. Right? So 0 also. Whether we can use a negative numbers? Yes. 10, with the 10 I am going to add a minus 1. So it will become a 9. So again minus 1. 8, again minus 1. 7, again minus 1. 6, it goes on. So negative number also it can be. So arithmetic progression is list of number which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number. Some fixed number we are adding to the preceding term. So this each one is called as a term. So first here is the first term, second term, third term. So except the first term. Except the first term. First term it doesn't have any preceding number. So let me start with the first term. By adding any fixed number, we will obtain the next number. So the fixed number is called a common difference. We call the fixed number as a common difference. And it can be a positive or negative or 0. It can be a positive number or negative number or 0. It can be a fractions, decimal, any of the number. Generally they gave it as a number. So it can be a fraction, decimal, whatever. So general term we are considering A is the first term and D is the common difference. So what will happen? The first term we will write A. So next term we will add D with this, right? A plus D. So next term again you want to add, sorry, A plus D, A plus 2D. Again you want to add one more D, A plus 2D plus 3D, A plus 3D. So it goes on, A plus 4D, A plus 5D, A plus 6D goes on. This is a general term we call it as. So A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, it goes on. Where D is some fixed number, we call it as a common difference. And A is the first term. And two more points. If there is a finite number of terms, it is called a finite AP. AP is just an abbreviation for an arithmetic progression. If it is a finite number of terms, I already said each thing is called as a term. First term, second term, third term, fourth. First term is always A, second term A plus D, third term A plus 2D, fourth term A plus 4D, it goes on. So the finite number of term, if there is then it is a finite AP. If there is an infinite number of term, then obviously it is called as a infinite AP. So here we go for the exercise problem. In which of the following situation does the list of number involved make a arithmetic progression and why? So the following situation is given. We have to say whether it is in a arithmetic progression, and if it is yes, we have to reason why. First one, the taxi fare each kilometer when the fare is rupees 15 for the first kilometer and rupees 8 for each additional kilometer. So the first kilometer the taxi fare for rupees 15. Taxi fare for first kilometer is rupees 50 and rupees 8 for each additional kilometer. So if you go for 2 kilometers, 8 will be added, right? So taxi for second 2 kilometers, so it will be 15 plus 8, right? So it is rupees 23. If it is for 3 kilometer, then 23 plus 8. So each additionally it will be 8. So previous 2 kilometers 23 and 3 kilometers again the 8 will be added. So it is a rupees 31. If it is for a 4 kilometer, 31 plus 8, so which is rupees 39. So therefore what is the sequence? The sequence is 15, 23, 31, 39 and goes on, right? First kilometer 15, if they travel for 2 kilometer, 23, 3 kilometer, 31 and 4 kilometer, 39 and goes on. So whether it is AP or not, if it is the AP, the common difference should be the same, right? Yes, it actually makes a AP. So it is an AP. AP is this abbreviation for arithmetic progression, because they ask the question why. We have to say because common difference is 8, right? So we found a common difference 8. So it is a AP. We can obtain the common difference by just seeing, we added 8, so it is a common difference. By subtracting also we can find. It is 23 minus, so just I will show you demo here. 23 minus 15 is equal to 8, right? 31 minus 23 is equal to 8. 39 minus 31 is equal to 8. So common difference is 8. So that's right. So here we go for the next problem. The amount of air present in a cylinder when a vacuum pump removes 1/4 of the air remaining in the cylinder at a time. So here let me assume it doesn't give how many amount of air in the cylinder. So let us assume there is a X. Let amount of air present in a cylinder be X. So once we pump, it removes 1/4 of the air remaining in the cylinder. So in the first cylinder there will be a X amount of air, right? So we pumped for the first time, so it removes 1/4 of the air, right? After pumping out, so it removes from the X, it removes 1/4 of the X. So by cross multiplying, 4x minus 1 is 3, 3x by 4, right? So if we pump again, from this 1/4 of the amount of air will be pumped out. So again after pumping, so from this 3x by 4, it removes 1/4. So why it is means it's given remaining from the cylinder at a time. At a time, what is that? That only 1/4 of it will be remained. So here we want to take an LCM. So 4 4 are 16 here 4. So we will multiply 4 here. 4 3s are 12x minus 3x divided by 16. So which is equal to 12x minus 3 is a 9x by 16. Right? So we have a sequence. The first there will be X amount. The next, if you pumped 3x by 4, the next is 9x by 16, right? So therefore sequence is x comma 3x by 4 comma 9x by 16. It goes on. So whether this sequence is arithmetic progression or not. If it is arithmetic progression, difference should be the same, right? Do you think this difference is same? Okay, we'll check. So just subtract from the preceding term. So first 3x by 4 minus x. What will happen? Here it will go minus 4. 3 minus 4 is minus 1 by 4. So which is the difference of the first two. So next we will find a difference of these consecutive terms. 9x by 16 minus 3x by 4. So here we have to take an LCM, right? 4 16. So into 4, so 12. 9x minus 12x divided by 16, so which is equal to minus 3x by 16. Whether this common difference are same? No, right? So it is not an AP. Difference are not same. Therefore, it is not an AP. So difference of consecutive terms are not same. So it is a not an AP. Here we go for the next problem. Write first four term of the AP where the first term A and the common difference D are the given as follows. So they are asking a first four term. We know the general term, right? So A comma A plus D comma A plus 2D comma A plus 3D. This is a four term, right? First, second, third, fourth. So A is a 10 and A plus D is a 10 plus 10 and A is 10 plus 2 into 10 20 and 10 plus 3 into 10 30. So the sequence is 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40. This is the first four term of the given AP. So here you go for the next problem. The same, the first four term, you know the general term A comma A plus D comma A plus 2D comma A plus 3D. Four term, first, second, third, fourth. Right? A is a minus 1.25 minus 1.25 plus here is a minus 0.25 comma A is a minus 1.25 plus 2 into 0.25 is a 0.5, right? So minus 0.5 plus 1.25 plus minus 3 into 0.25 is a 0.75. Clear? So first term is minus 1.25 and is minus and minus we have to add. So 1.25 plus, so negative 1.25 plus 0.25 is a 1.75 comma here also negative you have to add by putting minus sign. So 1.25 plus 0.5 is a 1.75. Actually this is a 2.5 plus 2.5.0, right? 1.50 comma here something wrong here, so it's a subtraction, right? Minus, so minus, it's a minus 1.5, it's not addition, it's a comma, right? Each term is separated by the comma, not addition. So minus 1.25 and minus 0.75 will become minus 2.00. So this is the sequence, right? Minus 1.25 minus 1.5 minus 1.75 minus 2. This is the first four term. Next problem. For the following AP, write the first term and the common difference. The first term, you know, which is the present, the first is the first term, A is equal to 3. So common difference we have to find. Common difference will be denoted by D, just subtracting by the preceding term, except the first term. So 1 should be subtracted from the 3. 1 minus 3 is equal to minus 2. So A is equal to 3 and D is equal to minus 2. That's it. Which of the following are APs? If they forms a AP, find the common difference D and write a 3 more terms. So we have to first check whether it is AP or not. If it is a AP, the difference between the preceding terms should be the same, right? So first I will choose these two. So it will become a 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. If I choose the next two, is a 8 minus 4 is equal to 4. Whether the difference are same? No. Difference are not same, so therefore it is not an AP. So here we go for the next problem. Square root of 2, square root of 8, square root of 18, square root of 32. Whether it forms AP or not. If it forms AP, we have to find a 3 more terms. We have to find the common difference. So whether we can simplify these things, we have to find it. Yes, square root of 8 we can write in the terms of a 2 square root of 2, right? Yes, we can do the 2 square root of 2 we can write as this. Square root of 8 we can write 2 square root of 2 and 18 also 3 square root of 2. 32 is a 4 square root of 2 and goes on, right? So now we can find the difference between the first two. Difference between the first two is, you can say 2 square root of 2 minus square root of 2 is equal to 1 square root of 2, right? What about the third and second? 3 squared. So always we have to find a difference from the preceding term. From this term to the preceding term, not to the next term, successor term. We have to find for the preceding term. So 3 square root of 2 minus 2 square root of 2 is also a 1 square root of 2. So difference are same. So it is an AP. Difference are same. So it is an AP. What is the difference? Difference is equal to square root of 2. So just by adding a square root of 2 to the next term, we will be getting a next successive term, next 3 terms. So first term is a square root of 2 comma 2 square root of 2 comma 3 square root of 2 comma 4 square root of 2, right? Just with this we can add the difference, we will get a next term, right? 4 square root of 2 plus 2 square root of 2. This is the next term. We need how many? 3 more. So this is the first, and second is for with this square root of 2. So 4 square root of 2 plus 2 square root of 2 we will be adding. Again the 4 plus 4 square root of 2 plus 3 square root of 2. Clear? So it will give us 2 square root of 2, 2 square root of 2 comma 3 square root of 2 comma 4 square root of 2 is 4 square root of 2 plus 1 square root of 2 is 5 square root of 2. Here 6 square root of 2, and here 4 plus 6 7 square root of 2. So these 3 are the next successive, next 3 more terms. Thank you.